Good morning. So this reading is going to be from Monday, March 18th. And so what I'm going to do is pull some cards around our past energy. And let's see where we are now. And where we're going. Let's see if we can get two more cards on where we're going. Definitely feels like a lot of movement is taking place, and I was definitely getting that in a lot of the Zodiac readings as well. I'm not surprised. So at the bottom of the deck, this is kind of that underlying energy. So with the Two of Wands, it is about seeing the potential in a situation and then acting on it. And so this feels like those initial stages of movement where you've identified exactly what it is that you want to do. And now you're trying to find either the right action to take or you're starting to take action against it. This does feel like it's in those early stages, and it does feel like, okay, there was some sort of aha, let's take this movement and let's start going. And so when I look at the past energy here, Seven of Pentacles, High Priestess, Five of Cups. So with the Seven of Pentacles, this is all about investing. This feels a lot like you're investing in yourself. You're trusting your intuition. There has been some sort of shift where you're really looking back on a situation and you're understanding the full picture. That's that Five of Cups energy. And what you're realizing, or again, this is past energy, so what you came to realize was that you were right all along. Your instincts about the person, about the scenario, the whole situation, there was something that you intuitively knew from the beginning, but for some reason, you either ignored it or said, no, that can't be right. It's going to be different here. And then it wasn't. And so there's some sort of realization that's taking place. And so what that caused you to do was really take that step back, start reevaluating and really considering your own intuition, investing in your own intuition, learning to trust yourself because you did have those answers all along. And when I look at the current energy here, so we have the Hermit, Queen of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. I love when the Wheel of Fortune shows up. It is about good luck, good fortune. It is a positive turn of events. So again, with the movement, everything that's happening right now is meant to move in a more positive direction. It's not meant to take you backwards in any way. And the Hermit here kind of signifies that as well, that this has been some sort of healing process, healing journey, where you've really looked inward and said, okay, how do I affect this whole situation? How am I responding to different things that are said, actions that are taken by other people, by yourself, whatever it is? There's a lot of internal reflection that's been happening here. It's really interesting because as I'm saying that, so today's the day that Mercury, the shadow of Mercury stationing retrograde, you'll start to feel it. So it's going to be, I mean, it's never just an on-off type of energy. And so Mercury will station retrograde on April Fool's Day, but then there's the period leading up to it. And then even the period after it stations direct again, where you start to feel this kind of pull to speak and feel things internally, process things internally. And that's what this Hermit is here doing. It's this internal reflection that's necessary. And with the Queen of Pentacles, it's a very grounding energy. It's a very nurturing energy. And so everything that's happening here is about grounding yourself, finding that path forward that is going to create that abundance. It's almost like you can see yourself moving forward and you're almost taking this internal pause so that you can figure out, okay, well, what do I need to keep doing? How do I continue to grow? Whatever is happening here, trusting yourself, trusting your instincts. All of that's been taking place. So that's in the current energy. And then when I look at the future energy here, so Queen of Wands. And so this internal reflection obviously isn't going to last forever. You are going to action on it. And it could even be happening at the same time where it's almost like this ebb and flow of, I'm going to take a pause, I'm going to move forward. I'm going to take a pause, I'm going to move forward. And I am seeing that here with that Five of Wands energy. And so this is really about not letting anything stand in your way. Knight of Cups, because you're pursuing exactly what you want here. And so really the actions that you're taking, it's like, yeah, you might be facing some resistance when it comes to those actions, but it's really not going to hold you back. So let's get some additional details here. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Well, let's see if we can get one card on the High Priestess. There we go. Five of Cups. So looking at the past energy, so with the Seven of Pentacles, I'm getting the Five of Wands. And so Five of Wands, you were investing in a situation here in the past that just, you kept running up against these barriers, these obstacles. And there was something about that you again, you knew this from the beginning, but for some reason you dismissed the information as either not being valid or it could turn out differently. But then something happened here, Tower moment happened, and this feels like the realization that your instincts were right. So this Tower moment wasn't anything that was earth-shattering. It's not as dramatic as this photo looks, where it's a building burning down, but it did cause you to really take that aha moment, step back and say, wow, but I was right all along. I knew this from the beginning. And with this Five of Cups here, Three of Wands, seeing things from a different perspective really triggered this journey that you were on. Could have taken some time to get there and even might still take some time to really kind of play through it. But this Three of Wands is very heavily connected to this Hermit energy, with that internal reflection that's been taking place. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. That's a very interesting set of cards. So looking here at the Hermits, and we know that we're on this journey and it definitely started here in the past. And so Hermit with the Lovers is really getting you to take that step back when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships and the choices that you make. The Lovers is also a choice card here. And so really figuring out, understanding all of the details of the situation and what needs to change internally for you. Queen of Pentacles, clarified with the Ace of Cups. So getting yourself grounded before you make an offer to another person. That is what you're trying to do right now. This is about you preparing yourself for whatever this next chapter is, whomever this next person is, whether it's an existing person and you're trying to either reestablish or deepen a connection, or if it's like a brand new person overall, or maybe somebody here from the past reconnecting. What you're really focused on right now is really grounding yourself in the moment, understanding your role within the situation and how your responses really impact the outcome of the entire situation. And with this Wheel of Fortune, so this is that positive turn of events. Clarifying that is the Eight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So she's out here twice, male or female, just the energy of the card. But this indicates to me that you've done the work on yourself. This Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, doing the work on yourself is what changes the trajectory of this entire situation. This feels a lot like jumping timelines. And I haven't really gotten that message in quite some time, but timelines meaning that if you left things as they were, there's a natural method. There's like method's not the right word. It's just kind of this natural progression to some sort of natural resolution, whether it's an ending, it's a go forward, whatever it is. But when you start making changes to yourself and you start really taking that initiative, you can speed things up and things will come to you faster because you've done the work on yourself, as opposed to kind of letting it happen. Now you're taking that initiative. And so I don't know why I'm getting this scenario. It's almost like if you're in a car and you're kind of idling through, I'm just seeing like a four-way. So if you're sitting there and you're going through an intersection and you're idling and you're not pressing on the gas, you're just kind of coasting through it. You're going to get there. I mean, you will eventually. That is just how it works. And you could make it faster by putting your pedal on the gas. Foot on the gas pedal, if I could get the words out. So that's really the scenario that popped into my mind about it. And that's really what's happening here. That's what this jumping timelines is all about, is that you're taking some sort of initiative to get through that intersection faster. That's a really convoluted way of saying it. But then anyway, that was what I was getting. Tell me about the Five of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, I'm not surprised. So I don't usually look at the bottom of the deck for clarifying, but this Five of Cups is this change in perspective. There's a lot of change that's taking place right now, definitely within you and even external to you, but it does start within you. All of these changes that you're making to yourself are expanding outward into other areas of your life. And so when I look here, kind of this future energy and where this is going, Queen of Wands and the Fool. So what you're doing is you're sparking a whole new beginning for yourself. Love to see that because it's filled with passion and drive and motivation, and you're coming from a place that's very grounded and nurturing and just very whole. You feel very whole right now. If you felt maybe broken, or I'm trying to think of the right word, it's almost like pieces were missing, or because it like not really broken, could be broken. But anyway, you've been healing yourself, and that's what's really triggering this entire movement forward. With the Five of Wands here, I am getting the Hanged Man. And so this is about pushing through any kind of delays. This is about seeing things from that higher perspective. And you get that. This is the jumping timelines. You're pushing things through. You're making things happen faster. The quicker that you realize how you impact the entire situation, the faster this will play out for you. Right or wrong, good or bad, that's just how it's going to play out. With the Knight of Cups, I am getting the Hierophant. And so this is about going after exactly what you want. It is pushing through. It is escalating things. So this is future energy. And so this is about creating some sort of opportunity for yourself. Not everybody's going to want to do this. Some people might just organically take a little bit longer because it's taking a little bit longer to understand that big picture. But with this Knight of Cups and the Hierophant, this does indicate to me that you are moving towards some sort of long-term commitment with another person. So this is the reading for Monday. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.